But let me show you a UFO. What I want you to do is to stare at the dot in the center of this red triangle. Now just stare at the dot in the center of the triangle. And don't take your eye off of it while I'm talking. And there's nothing satanic or evil going on here. What I'm going to just explain to you is how your eyes work. Now as you stare at the dot in the center of the triangle, I want to explain to you that your eyes have three kinds of color receptors. They have red sensitive color receptors, they have blue sensitive color receptors, and they have green sensitive color receptors. Three color receptors. White is a mixture of red and green and blue. What's interesting is, though, that these receptors only work for about 15 or 20 seconds, and then they quit working. Now, you've been looking at this red triangle on that screen for more than 20 seconds right now, which means you don't see it. Now, some of you are saying, you're crazy, I still see it. No, you don't. Your brain remembers it's there, but there is no signal going from your color cones to your brain. You're not actually seeing it. I'll prove it to you. Keep your eye on the dot. Do not take your eye off the dot. Do you see a blue-green triangle on the screen? I think if the room's pretty dark and if you have normal color vision, you'll see a blue-green triangle on that screen. It's not there. There's no blue-green triangle on that screen. That's a perfectly white screen with a dot in the center of it. You'll still see a blue-green triangle? I think most of you realize that it's not a permanent fixture. You're not going to see a blue-green triangle the rest of your life, but do you understand what happened? I said you have three kinds of color receptors, red, green, and blue. I said those color receptors only work for about 15 or 20 seconds, and then they shut off, probably to protect the eyes from burning out. So when I switched the picture, the thinking part of your brain said to your eyes, what do you see? The blue color cone shot back an answer. They said, we're excited, we're getting blue. The green color cone shot back an answer. They said, we're excited, we're getting green. But the reds couldn't shoot back an answer to your brain. And if you take red out of white, what's left? Yeah, blue and green. So you saw a blue-green triangle that doesn't exist. You know, there have actually been cases where people have reported UFOs that we're quite sure were image reversals of this type. And probably you're not seeing it anymore because your color cones have recovered. But let's do it again. And what I want to do here is I want to show you how complex this can get. So here's another picture for you to stare at. This time, stare at the cross in the center of the circle. And while you do that, let's figure out ahead of time what's going to happen. Now, you already know what's going to happen where the red is. Where the red is, you're going to see a blue-green pie wedge. Where the green is, I'm wearing out the green color cones in your eye. That means the red and the blue cones are resting. Red and blue, when mixed, are magenta. It's sort of a purplish, violetish color. So you're going to see magenta where the green pie wedge is. Where the blue is, I'm wearing out the blue color cones in your eye. That means the red and the green cones are resting. Red and green, when mixed, are yellow. You're going to see yellow where the blue is. Now, where the yellow is, I'm wearing out the yellow color cones in your eye, but you don't have any yellow cones. Yellow is a mixture of red and green. So I'm wearing out the red cones, and I'm wearing out the green cones where the yellow is. So what's left? Yeah, blue. So you're going to see blue where the yellow is, yellow where the blue is, magenta where the green is, blue-green where the red is. Keep your eye on the cross. Do not take your eye off the cross. Isn't that amazing? And I might ask you, how many colors do you see? And most of you are going to say, I see 4 colors. Just what you said. Yeah, if you have normal